No shit. There we go. Hang on right there. Jesus Christ, I just want to put my phone up somewhere. I'm going to bitch about it. Hello, whoever you are. Just trying to set my phone up. There we go. Welcome to the chat, y'all. I'm just sitting here watching Interface and just chilling. It's Ohio where I live, so it's like 3 in the morning for me. Bobby, quit shaking the table. You crazy. I left my vape all the way over there. I'm gonna go grab it. Okay, well, thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I'm just sitting here watching Interface and just going live because it's like 3 in the morning, but I don't work until 4 because I close all day this week, so, I have time to do this. So. It's going pretty good. I know, but since I'm going to be closing pretty much probably for the rest of my natural born life, I'm joking, but for a while I'll probably be closing manager, I guess. So I work at like anywhere from 2 to 4 till we close or whatever, so I can stay up and still get plenty of sleep. So plus I like 3 o'clock in the morning, Interface, it's from a creator on YouTube called Umami. It's a really interesting abstract movie. Yeah, I think you'd like it. Hey, Bumbleclaw. What's up? I'm not sure if he's gonna bitch at me for showing his merch or whatever, but it's where Mischief the Clown, he's like a big character on the movie, and he also has like a sub-series called Safe Mode or whatever, but I think it's cool. I ain't gonna show the merch because it'll just give me copyright again if I try to show his shit. So it's not streaming on anything. It's just you go on YouTube and look up Umami's Interface. UMAMI. Umami's Interface. It's a Canadian a YouTube creator. He's an artist and all that, and he makes his own music and everything. He's pretty cool. But I like Interface. It's one of my favorite movies, and that's what I'm watching. I'm not going to show it, but you might hear it. But it's pretty cool. It's really like background noise to me. Like I play it all the time, even if I'm not watching it. It just kind of has this weird abstract, familiar vibe to it. I like it. I like abstract art. So. Yep. It's pretty cool. He's got like 413,000 subscribers. He's been at it for a while. You probably even seen some of his stuff. He makes animations making fun of Elon Musk and a few other things too. It's weird, but it's interesting. Like, he purposely like animates it really like, I wouldn't say poor quality. He like does it very like jagged and abstract. Kind of has his own like method, I guess, but it's interesting. I like watching random shit. A lot of random creators out here making pretty good art pieces. I like horror related or like thriller kind of shit. You know, it's kind of my vibe. If you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss gazes into you. Interesting one called Flow. It's about a cat and a boat during a flood. Huh. Sounds interesting. I like watching, like, there's a lot of random, like, YouTubers and stuff out there just making shorts that are pretty cool and sometimes, like, full-length videos that nobody ever ends up seeing because they're not, like, trending, but they're really good quality. You think it's on Prime? Okay. Flow, you said, right? Definitely have to check it out. It does sound interesting. Keep cutting myself at work and shit on like the news stations and shit that we have. I don't even know if you can see it, but all of our news stations and shit that we have at work because it's a new store for Sharp. There it goes. Sometimes it just depends. If we're interested enough, we have streaming services and stuff that we pay for, I guess. Sometimes we'll like buy a movie if like my wife really likes like Placid, the movie, and it doesn't stream on anything. You have to like pay to watch it, and she likes watching Betty White in that movie Lake Placid or whatever. So she because she likes the crocodile and all that, and it's so there's a few movies that we'll literally pay for a streaming service just so that we can watch them or whatever instead of getting a hard copy. It's on Crave. Oh, I didn't know it was on Crave. No. We're also lazy. Like whenever we get off work, all we do is just get food, clean up after ourselves, get laundry done, and just hang out and go to bed. Next day, if we're off, we take the kids out and do like adventure nature stuff and lately, like I've been going to work late, so I'll get up during the day and like do some wood splitting and stuff like that during the day. But usually on my days off, I would take those days to like, you know, get out in nature and do stuff like that. Oh, Flo's on Crave. Okay. I'll have to check that out. I'm really tired. I didn't want to make the mistake of like going on here without anything to talk about, but I fucking did. I ain't got much going on. I had to take Ivy's tablet away from her because she keeps staying up at night pretty late, and she needs to get back in the routine of sleeping for school and everything. So. Oh yeah, there's no copyright policy in Iran, is there? That is pretty cool, right? I guess trade one benefit for another, I guess, because you guys have got some shit going down, you might as well get some free shit while you're at, yeah. It sucks what the world's doing, but I'm glad that people like us can be able to communicate and talk regardless. What's good? How's it going? Get her done? Just sitting up watching your mommy's interface because it's a cool abstract movie. I'm smoking my vape and actually hitting it enough to get a buzz. And I take ashwagandha melatonin gummies to like give me like a bit of a calm down mode, I guess. But I don't, since I don't do drugs anymore, if I want to like relax, I just like do herbal shit and smoke marijuana, I guess. Because I used to like get really drunk and I used to like do like lots of pills and shit. And now that I'm not doing those things, I don't know how to relax, I guess. My free time is spent doing shit. So I've had to learn to kind of chill, I guess. Oh yeah, I used to frickin' like down Evan Williams. He was my best friend growing up, and it's sad that everything happened the way it was. But David, whenever I was growing up with him and hanging out with him, we would always go through a half gallon of Evan Williams and like a 2 liter of Pepsi. And if there was still like no alcohol afterwards and we like did it, like if we started during the day and ended at night, we would still go and get like a couple tall boys or whatever to polish off the night. It was a pretty bad drinker there for a while. But yeah, now because I'm a responsible adult that is sober and doing my thing, I guess I wouldn't call it sober. I would say sober minus weed, but epilepsy and all that other jazz, Hey, Seabass, welcome. Probably about 4 bottles of rye whiskey a day when you did drink. Oh yeah. Whew, that's a lot. Oh, it's like 3 a.m. here. I'm up late because I close all this week, so I could literally like come on here, jump on for like an hour or two, and still get like 10 hours of sleep. Yeah, good to see you, Mars. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. I'm 6 hours from the future. Yeah. 1:15 in Canada, Alberta. Yeah. So, you know, we're all in different time zones, all speaking to each other simultaneously. What a beautiful gift, you know, and technology. You know. I'm just sitting here chilling, watching Mommy's interface. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this, but it's pretty cool. Courtney's friend Katie made this thing. It was like a foam, like she just took a foam thing, put it in the shape of an egg, and took a bunch of thumbtacks and basically put them together and made a dragon egg. Essentially, there's a hole in the bottom. It was like a part of something. But I think it's pretty cool. Her friend Katie made it, and it's literally looks all scaly and stuff. It's just thumbtacks. Whole shit ton of thumbtacks. I think it's cool. Oh, my wife got these for Halloween. She dressed up as Freddy Krueger, and she's got these plastic like Krueger freaking claws. A lot of random shit in our room. Sorry. It's like Halloween every day for me and my wife, so we kind of collect a lot of like horror movie memorabilia and shit like that. A lot of random cool shit out there. That's a freaking staff that looks like Oogway's stick from Kung Fu Panda. It's just holding up the upper freaking like coat area in our room. Like there's an upper like shelf area right there by our closet. I'm just using that Oogway stick to hold it up. And there's like a masks and stuff all over the walls and shit. I'm a weirdo. I need to get some posters or something and actually like tear down the wallpaper and put up new wallpaper and shit and actually make this room look way cooler. Get some like lights to go around the top and bottom of the floor so that it's more lit up in here, I guess. Central British Columbia. Yeah. No, I got a lot of random shit. I got the mask from I got Zuko's mask whenever he was like the blue spirit in Avatar: The Last Airbender. This freaking spear behind me is like a Wakanda spear or whatever, like something about the Invaders. I'm not sure. Got so many freaking swords and knives and stuff laying around here. I should probably put them on display, but I never do. Freaking brush! I need to brush my hair. I freaking took a shower and I'll let my hair just knot up if I don't fucking brush it. I might as well do it now. Watching Umami on your TV as we speak. It's definitely interesting. He's a fellow Canadian too, my friend. I think he lives around Ontario or something like that. I'm not sure exactly where he lives, but he lives in Canada. His like name is like abstract. I don't know what his real name is. It's like I don't know if it's hard to pronounce or if I've just never actually wondered. But he's a random dude with glasses and like a beard with like longish hair. He might be in Nova Scotia, or he's from Nova Scotia, I think. I don't know. I have a red type pepper. Wait. Not the blue people. Martin with Matt Damon. Yeah, red Tide pepper. Woo. Arrival is good too. Oh yeah, I'll need to watch more shit. I'm always watching the same shit over and over. Good. Oh shit. Some things are just so spicy, they're just like, it's just pain. It's not just, you know. Some people like spicy like that though. Goodbye, taste buds. Whenever you like get really spicy shit on your food, and you can't really even taste your food. You're just like eating spice for the sake of spice. Shawshank Redemption is an excellent movie as well. I agree. Or One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson and that like really big Native American dude. And the guy that played Doc from Back to the Future, he was on the movie too. And The Shining, I guess that came out around the same era. Yeah, these peppers aren't flavor, they're just intense. Yeah, I have GERDs now, so like my stomach acid eats to the lining of my esophagus and everything. I have to take gas medicine and shit. So I can't really do the spicy foods like I used to. I used to do it a lot down south, especially when we lived around Mississippi and Louisiana. And a lot of spicy. Snowpiercer with Chris Evans. No, I haven't watched that. I haven't heard of it yet. No. I love spicy, the black pepper. Yeah. I'm glad someone's heard of it. I'm not really freaking. I don't really watch too much. I should watch a lot more. Like stuff. I just usually nature's my peace, so I usually just go outside whenever I feel uncomfortable, unhappy, or depressed, or feel like I'm gonna like slip up, like with like my mental health or whatever. I just go outside and look at the sky, or just go into nature and just chill. We got so many deer out here where we live; they'll just walk right up to you. I got a video I need to post about that, actually. I should post that video. It's literally just a deer that walked up on me right after my live that I did outside chopping up the wood. Out there, a deer walked up while I was sitting down on the log, and I took a video of her walking by me and everything. I should probably post that one. But it's like 2 minutes long, so it probably won't be a short. It'll be like a actual full video, I guess. Yeah. I like nature. I don't know what it is about it. Oh yeah, I saw that. I don't usually like look at my shorts. I just kind of post them. I need to look at them more often and stuff, but usually whenever I post them, I'll go back through it and like check every like couple weeks or whatever, and like scroll through them and see if there's any new comments.
Dad, do you want to start cutting out the dough?
It is kind of trippy a little bit. Like he's got like a weird abstract, like familiar, like nostalgic vibe going on, if you know what I mean.
And she would tell me stories about the war.
I like it. They say like there's certain like shows that you have to have a certain level of mental health and stability to like enjoy. And I can kind of get that, I guess. Like certain things, like I like to be around calming, like almost like nostalgic but abstract kind of things because they like put me in a comfortable place in my brain and spirit, I guess. Oh yeah, there's nature documentaries. I used to binge watch National Geographic, Discovery Channel, and History Channel and everything. I used to binge watch that shit all the time whenever I was a kid.
And the next morning, when you woke,
Nature docs, yeah, nature documentaries are cool. Like, there's some cool ass places in the world, dude. Like, there's some scary ass places too. Like, it's pretty. The world's pretty diverse, and there's a lot of cool shit out there. And there's some people that like have been all around the world to visit all these places, and I wish I had the funds to do that. You know. Oh, Chimp Empire, was that like them basically watching a group of chimps or whatever? They have a hell of a hierarchy system. Like if you like betray them or you do something they consider unfair, like they'll fuck you up. This one guy, he was like a trainer for chimps or whatever, or he had a couple of chimpanzees, and he brought a birthday cake for one of them, and the other ones were mad because they didn't get a cake, so they basically ripped his dick off and like killed him, like choked him to death and everything. Like they beat the shit out of him too. Like it was fucked up. But apparently chimpanzees, like if you break trust with them, it's like on like Donkey Kong. Anthony Bourdain, heard of that? Yeah. Explore with us. Oh yeah, like all the great apes and everything that we have, like they're highly intelligent and highly vengeful, just as much as we are. I mean, there's other animals too that hold hella grudges, like elephants do, freaking cats do, even dogs do. Like they all have a pretty. Uh, okay.
my dad would say, when it grows dark and you lost your way, walk towards the light.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of it either, Bumbleclot.
Over
Gotta be
there,
honest.
on the shoreline,
Frickin' orangutans are frickin' interesting. They're scarier to me than gorillas are.
remember that.
Oh, like YouTube channel about serial killer documentaries and stuff. I'll have to check that out because there's a lot of stuff I watch like that. Like frickin' what is it? I'll watch all forensic files and close case, cold case files. Jesus, I couldn't say it. Yeah, like forensic files and cold case files and stuff like that. Those old shows and stuff. And I don't know, they have a weird vibe. Like the narrator or whatever that would like do the show had like a cool voice, and it's like nostalgic. No, you're going to bed. Thank you. This child. There's a lot of documentaries out there about people like with mental health disorders and like walking through their life with their disorder and stuff like that. There's a lot of in-depth shit that people do just out of curiosity these days, and it's pretty interesting. Oh yeah, Goggins. Yeah, you can get in depth with like so much on YouTube if you just know where to look. You just got to be interested in it. Type it in, you'll be surprised what you find. Yeah, I took her tablet. I was like, hey, I took her tablet and she should be asleep. And she's like, Dad, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, cool. And she's like, are you charging my tablet? I was like, no, you need to be in bed. Grump. Yeah. I want them to get back in the routine of sleeping for school. Like it's summertime, I get it, but you know, kids need to sleep for their mental development and physical development as well. So, yeah, sleep. Well, also, like, kids sleep upstairs, so they have to come all the way, like, down the stairs and stuff to, like, get here where I'm at and stuff. So, usually I can hear them coming before they're even down here. And, like, I don't mind if the kids, like, get a midnight snack. Like, that's not something, I'm not one of those parents that's, like, going to complain. If you're hungry or thirsty, just come downstairs and make something and then go back to sleep, you know? There's some parents out there that, like, make walking through your house at night like weird. Told me. Oh yeah, well you have a good night. I'm probably gonna stay on here until it's like at least an hour into the live, and then I'll probably go outside and I guess rearrange some of the wood that I have because I can't sleep, and I probably won't get to sleep until like 4 or 5. And I'll sleep in a bit just to get 4 to 6 hours, and then get up and do whatever I got to do before work. You have a good night. Oh, good. I have so much to do. Wherever I work, they did a lot of purchases and stuff in the store, and it messed up like every drawer. And every drop that I did was like either over or short, like a lot of money because each drawer that they had up, they did like payouts or whatever, and went to go get like ice and stuff because we got a boil water advisory where we live. So everything that we do in our store comes from like 5 gallon jugs of water and this hydraulic pump into our machines and stuff. And it's frustrating keeping the store open like that, but it's, you know, that's what we've been doing. Can't wait till the boil water advisory goes away so that we can run the store properly. You know, all we can do is like certain drinks and stuff, you know, and it cuts down production a lot. But gonna hit my 10-inch pipe to start my Sunday. Yeah, I got a lot of like wood to gather too. Like on my day off, there's this old guy that I chopped his tree down. I did a live over it or whatever, but I have to go get that. I'm pretty sure it's black gum or river red gum. It's like it's a type of tree, but I got to get all that picked up and taken over to my house, and then find a place to put it for it to dry out and everything. I got so much shit to do. I keep putting off shit. I gotta keep myself busy though. That's why I give myself shit to do. It's purposeful. It's not too bad where I work though, and I think it's a good like little pit stop before we get to do what we've been planning on doing. What get overwhelming at times? It does. Like it happens sometimes, but you find things to help you like chill out and get away from it, and then you just learn whenever you get back into doing like everything that you need to do. It's just try not to stress about it, I guess. But at work, yeah, it's really overwhelming because we have to like ev- basically everything that we would normally make or whatever has to be like made with like water jugs and stuff like that, and it takes longer to do. We have to gather ice and put it in the freezer and keep it there so that we can use that ice for drinks and stuff like that, and it's frustrating. It does get a little overwhelming at work. And then that on top of the fact that I want to get my woodworking stuff done, uh, I overextend myself and do that stuff too, but I think it's building endurance. So what I try to think about it is like I'm trying to build endurance so I can do all those things. As long as I can get 6 hours of sleep a night, I'm good. You know, the more I do, the more I keep myself busy. I guess I'm a fast food manager. Is the best way to put it. I'm a fast food manager. I'm not gonna say which company, but but freaking I like doing all the wood stuff because it's nature's therapy, splitting wood and freaking cutting it, carrying logs and stuff. It keeps my scrawny ass busy, I guess. You know. Yeah, we do carvings and stuff. We have like a Dremel and a Sawzall, and we just cut off pieces of wood and sort of like shape them into like different like we're trying to do different woodworks and statues and stuff. Maybe make some bar stools, a couple of tables, and stuff like that. Like, there's so many things you can do with wood. You can make paperweights. You can make fucking coasters. You can make all kinds of shit. But really, most of it's just wood splitting for either fires, or I use the wood for like building little things around the house and stuff. I also you know, help neighbors out with their shit and stuff. If they have trees to cut down and stuff, I just take the chainsaw out, cut it down, piece it up with the chainsaw, and then I just split it up. And if it's good wood, like hardwood, I collect a lot of hardwood because in the winter time it saves our electric bill so much money if we have the fireplace running essentially because it gets really hella cold in Ohio, like in the negatives a lot. And so most of the wood is just for firewood, but there we do dabble in making a few things. We're not really too good at it, but we're trying. You can do lots of things. You can carve like plaques and like you know signs and stuff. Yeah, I've thought about it before too, and that's why I wanted to like do it. Like I was never any good at like stuff like that, but every little idea we get, we're like, hey, we could do this. We could make a plaque. Hey, we got these are nice round perfect pieces. If I take a log and split it into like fourths, and then just cut that with the sawzall and the Dremel, and just like make like bar stool legs. Essentially, we can make stools and stuff. We've actually, there's interesting things you can do with wood. If you just take your time. There's carving, like you can get like one of those like things that like spin the wood around, so you can just like use certain tools to like carve into it and shit. We haven't gotten to that point yet. Yep, I don't have recent activity options.
Why are you here?
Oh, I'm not sure about like how long, to see how long people have been on the channel and shit. Yeah, a flat slab and try carving it into stuff. I've taken different like wood chunks and like tried to make like statues of like heads or stuff like that. They didn't work. They look creepy as hell, and I just burned them. I've been trying to do like maybe like a Buddha statue or something, see if I can slowly carve away at it until I get the rough shape of what I'm trying to work for. A triangle is a shape. We'll have to check that out. Get her done. I don't know how to check that out. Courtney typically knows how to do that shit. I'm not really the brightest. One thing I do like about like working in places is that there's pins that I used to work somewhere where I could like get these like a lot. And these pens, they have like styluses on them, so you can like do your tablets and stuff without like touching it and getting fingerprints all over it. And it makes you feel like fancy in some weird way. I don't know why, but I like styluses on pens. And I don't know, it looks bougie as hell, but it's funny. I like it. Oh, there's some Norse carvings that look pretty sick. Yeah. Moderators have the option. You can see how long they've been on the channel in comments. Yeah. I don't know. That was the most random ADHD shit I could have possibly done, but I really like my pen with a stylus. It makes me feel fucking fancy for no fucking reason. I don't know. I think it's silly. I'm weird. It's the little things in life. It doesn't cost much either. You can get a 10-pack of these for fucking $3. Whoop-de-doo. Go to a dollar store, like, get a pack of them. I have to be able to see. Courtney will be able to see. Maybe Bumbleclock can see. I'm not sure. I am so tired. As an artist, I appreciate a fancy pen, right? I have a freaking tablet that I was gonna do like art and animation on. I like got the urge to do that for like a little bit, and then I just quit. And I have this really nice freaking tablet that's like a Picasso tablet, essentially. This is what it's called, I'm pretty sure. You know him as the CEO of Greetings Robotics Corporation. Wakey, wakey, snowflakey. Right. Restore life as it was before.
Restoration is the primary goal of our benefactors. But we have many goals.
I'm not sure what it's called. I had the box around here somewhere. Caden has the freaking tablet upstairs, but it's really nice. It like has its own like pencil thing that you can like draw with and like go like you can get really in depth with your drawings. You can animate them. You can do it frame by frame. There's a lot of options on there for you to animate essentially with this thing, just by your own creation. And it's pretty awesome. I like it, but I never ended up using it too much. And now my son has it because he's more interested in drawing than I am, apparently.
We also made visible much more.
Pretty sure it's called a Picasso tablet. Or,
Human scientific curiosity would force us to cross that threshold eventually. But much like nuclear war, the ozone layer, global warming, its discovery also led to the understanding of how it can destroy us.
yeah, you can draw on the screen. It's like, that's what I mean. You can draw on the screen. You can like go into like the drawing to get like finer detail to where it's like you can like draw, finer details into it, and then like scroll in and scroll out with it. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of options for different like color schemes and everything. There's an animation app on it so that you can literally frame by frame draw each thing that you're doing, and you can animate your own shit. It's pretty cool. It's all right. Every time I type shit out to people, I always like make it not make sense. Like, I'm really dyslexic myself, so I have issues like typing. What about sour cream and onion chips? Or salt cream? Yeah, salt cream and sour vinegar onion chips. How about those? I've never really been a fan of the cheddar bacon. Don't know why. I just like chips to be either bland or, I don't know. I'm not really a cheesy chip guy. If it's cheesy, I usually have like cheese puffs, like cheese doodles or whatever, because they sell cheese doodles, Wise cheese doodles in this town, and that's pretty awesome because I used to love eating those growing up, and that's like my favorite brand. You gotta wash your dad's car. Yeah. Well, if you need to go, you need to go, my friend. I'm probably, I don't know, I still got 10 minutes on this thing that I could probably whip out. I'm not sure if I should whip out a full hour or not. I'm not sure how that tracks. But I always seem to like try to whip out an hour. Hey, it's been great talking to you too, Bumbleclot. You have a good night, my friend. I might just call it at the 50 something mark. It's fine. Either way. Probably gonna head out soon myself. Good night, my friend.
If I tell them that they're afraid now, it's because they were born into this nightmare.
Like, share, and subscribe, and all that stuff, right? It's funny. Do I still draw? Yeah, I still draw from time to time. I have really, I took a lot of art classes and stuff, but it kind of like burned me out as well. If that makes sense. Huh. Oh, shit. Frickin' our cats just keep sleeping with us, and they keep frickin' clawing us in our sleep and attacking my toes and stuff. Yeah. Like, I try to, like, as far as, like, if I have, like, an artistic muse, I'll go with it, but I don't, like, try to, like, crunch time myself into, like, doing certain art projects, because if I'm inspired, I'll do it. If I'm not inspired, it just feels like work, you know? Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah, cats like to meow in your face and do all kinds of shit while you're trying to sleep. They're dicks. Cats are dicks. Like, dogs are loyal and nice. They might be a little annoying from time to time, but freaking cats are just assholes. Like, comparatively, dogs are little angels compared to the cats, because they just go out of their way to fuck with you. And cats don't even care. They're just like, obey me, human. Meow. Hmm. I think I've hit this vape too many times. I'm craving another Mountain Dew, but I need a water. I'm gonna go grab a water. I'll be right back. I got agua. Agua. My cat is part Maine Coon, lol. She's not a lap kitty. Never mind jumping on my chest, squawking at me. Right? Toki's over there on the bed just sleeping next to Mama, and so is Sheba. Freaking Batman's been outside for a minute. He's been following his pregnant mama cat around a lot. So cats won't try and find your drugs, though. You're right, dogs will find your drugs and fucking eat them. Shut. Mavis and Stella literally just find the nearest shit that they can chew on and just chew on it. It's frustrating. Freaking cats will find anything and everything that they can eat. They can get on counters without like making as much noise as dogs and stuff, so they can literally sneak through your shit if you leave it on the counter or anything. Cats are sneaky. They're really stealthy, you know. Right? Like every time I had a bag of weed, whenever I lived in South Carolina, we had this dog named Kane. He was a pit bull, red-nosed pit, and he kept finding the shit and just eating it every time. I'm like, you dick. He'd eat the whole bag too, and he'd shit it all out at once. He wouldn't want it after that. Doesn't matter how good the weed was. That whole Cheech and Chong shit was stupid. I mean, it was funny. It was a good movie, but you know, nobody's gonna smoke dog shit. Freaking dogs are well known for finding weed stashes and chewing them up, at the very least, if not eating them.
Sheba's getting fat. He's a fatty boombalady.
I play. I can play piano. I can play the French horn. I can play the trumpet. I can play pretty much every brass and woodwind. I can play guitar, the violin, and the cello. a little bit, and I was really into percussion whenever I was in high school. So I, drummed a bit as well. That's funny. No, I was raised Catholic, and you keep yourself busy whenever you're around. Like, it was a Catholic school I went to at some point, and then I went to another school that was like Catholic light, I guess is the best way to call it. And it was a regular, like, public school down in South Carolina, and there was a lot of like instrument programs and stuff, and I just took them and learned. Played it in an orchestra for a little bit, and then I decided to take band class and stuff like that, and learn different stuff here and there. I played in the choir and stuff. I played piano for our church for a little bit. It was fun. I know how to read sheet music. It's once you learn one thing, it's kind of like if you're really interested in music, you kind of can pick up on new things and kind of like evolve your knowledge, I guess. At least a quarter of herb. That's fucked. Damn dog. Damn dogs. We love them though. They're man's best friend, but they're also the first one to find your stash and chew it up. Gotta have a metal box or something, or like a wooden box to like lock it into. To change chords quickly. If you're playing standard, or if you're playing like drop DC and stuff like that, if you're getting into like more electric guitar stuff and bass and stuff, there, there's different scales and stuff as well that you can practice to help you with your speed. Scales are basically walking up the frets essentially to different keys and octaves and stuff, and it's practicing going up and down so that you can work with shifting chords. It comes with practice. You just do it enough times, and you kind of like push yourself to go from like, if you're doing standard, you're like E, C, C sharp, E minor, stuff like that, depending on what music you're playing. If it's acoustic, it's more than likely going to be a lot of E, A, C minor, and E minor, and maybe a B and E a lot. Like, that's usually the chords for like any kind of like country or like Nickelback, Stain kind of music or whatever. Most acoustic songs stay within a pretty limited range of standard, chord sets. But once you start learning other like tunes to the guitar, like drop D, drop C, and stuff like that, you have to learn your scales a little bit differently that way. But it's if you're into like, like electric guitar and shit. What's up, Blast Radius? Welcome, my friend. Yeah, guitar was pretty fun, but I'm a lefty. I learned to be ambidextrous because, like I said, I was Catholic, and they don't like abstract-minded people, so I learned to write right. Fucking, it helped me with instruments and stuff. I really love percussion though, like drumming. I like the preciseness of it, I guess, because you're having to do everything properly if you're going to accent certain beats and so on and so forth. Being able to read sheet music, knowing beats per minute is kind of part of keeping yourself in check, and you won't need a metronome to keep yourself, playing properly if you actually learn percussion alongside with piano or violin, guitar, anything that you do, even woodwinds and trumpets and everything. Timing is very important, and percussion is one of my favorite things musically to study, I guess.
All you need to do is work with it.
Do I know Sepultura? No.
All hungry souls
And play death metal on regular guitar. To me, it's not lefty or righty. It's just how the thing is built. Well, essentially, that's why it's not really any different, I guess. But I was more proficient on like strings with my left hand, I guess is the best way I could say it. On my right hand, this is like my downbeat hand. This is what I count with, like percussion wise. So I'm kind of also, I broke this hand and it's kind of fucked. Like so many times, I've broken this hand so many times, it's just ruined. So like the speed and also not cramping up is like impossible with this hand. So
These are the weights the man of the past carries. These are the sins.
yeah, I can type and write with both hands. It's pretty simple. That's one thing I can do. But more complex forms of things like instruments and finer functions and stuff like drawing, I'm not so good with my right as I am with my left.
In the ever-changing world.
Yeah, I was in a band called Justice for Some. It was pretty interesting. Little band. We didn't really take off. No. I wanted to do metal and they wanted to do alternative rock, and it wasn't really, I was death metal. They were freaking AFI kind of crap,
We learned our place above the sea and beneath the stars. If we fly too high, the sun won't let us down. Too low, we drown.
But we got along well, and everybody played different instruments in the band, and everybody was kind of like doing their own thing. I was a churchgoer kind of person because I kept trying to like keep faith, I guess, while I was also messing up and doing drugs. And they didn't like that, so they just stopped hanging out with me. And I'm like, that's cool. I just like using the church instruments and stuff like that. It's more convenient because they have them all there, So,
Your decision
eh.
carries weight.
Like, I would love to go play the grand piano at our church because the acoustics in the choir room and everything were perfect, and it was the best place to practice, I
One
guess.
time. One choice.
No, we never uploaded our music. We recorded and stuff, and we had a couple CDs that we like made or whatever, but we never actually like recorded it on video or anything. Not that I know of, at least.
You will redeem yourself. And most
They had a big music. It's a bit loud. You can turn it down a little, please. Oh, shit. It's fucking Interface that I'm watching. Right. I taught myself originally on a freaking electric keyboard marked with keys and alphabets across it, playing listening. What was your first DM band and made you? Oh, that first made me love death metal. Well, honestly, it's hard to say as far as like death metal is concerned. I grew up watching Metalocalypse, so I liked Death Clock at first, and then I got into Lamb of God, and then I got into Whitechapel. I got into freaking Slipknot. I got into like all kinds of bands and stuff that different levels of metal, I guess. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I I was into other music like earlier before I got into like death metal and stuff. I was into like Metallica, Godsmack, Stain. I even listened to Nickelback. I listened to other shit too, like old. I would listen to The Doors. I would listen to Led Zeppelin, Motley Crue, ZZ Top, all kinds of old shit like that. And also, I would listen to like just like uh, regular bands that just sing and stuff, not just like metal. They just like actually like have harmony with their voice and shit. You know, I don't know what the genre would be. I guess. But if they were both 21, I'm not sure. It's hard to say that Kurt Cobain would win. You know, he probably. Ozzy was pretty twisted in his youth, I guess. It was a really good metal band, and their song "Roots," Oh, I like that song. I've heard it before. Roots, Bloody Roots. Yeah, I've heard it before because I would like go through the freaking on-demand channels back in the day, whenever it was like Time Warner Cable, and I would listen to like the metal bands and stuff like that. And I remember hearing that song. Freaking Black Sabbath. Freaking what was it? Y'all remember Motley Crue and all them? Fucking Ronnie James Dio. Freaking a lot of bands. Then there was like um, Pearl Jam, fucking Coldplay, Buck Cherry, freaking Smashing Pumpkins, and Disturbed, and all the other bands and stuff out there. You know. Oh yeah, Pearl Jam. Yeah, yeah. There's some freaking bands out there I remember, and they come to me every once in a while, and I'm like, oh shit, I want to listen to their music. It's been a while. You know. I'll even listen to old, like black people music, like freaking Temptations, Al Green, freaking um, James Brown, shit like that. You know, even Barry White. Oh yeah, there's some good music out there, man. Like you gotta spread your wings with some music and like get out of your comfort zone and stuff. There's lots of bands and stuff out there that are just there's music forever imprinted in time, like bands that aren't really active today, but there's so many different genres and bands out there that you can never get tired of listening to music as long as you have a decent collection. Got a little soul in me, yeah. I like some soul music. It's good for. Oh yeah, that song's just really manic songs like that. I can't really listen to. Like it's just like really Magoo and weird. It's just like the cha cha slide shit. Like it's like when you were a kid, it's cool, but now you like think of it and it's like upsetting and disturbing. Oh, Freddie Mercury from Queen, yeah, Freddie Mercury is good. Yep, freaking Bohemian Rhapsody song. That one song when I was a kid, I liked to listen to Bicycle. One song where they just talk about riding a bicycle. It's funny. Uh, freaking what is it? There's all kinds of songs like "Love of My Life" and shit. Freaking Queen, hell of a singer, hell of a band, but freaking music, man, takes me back to a simpler time. Oh yeah, I remember I had a few MP3 players and stuff like that, and before that I had CDs, and before that there were tapes. Pink Floyd, yeah, you gotta love some Pink Floyd. Freaking Leonard Skinner, it's pretty good. A lot of people are like that. The Eagles, everybody loves the Eagles. Yep, Free Bird, hell yeah. You want to know a secret? I got some high vocals like Freddie. I'm slacking. I should get into music. Yep, Hotel California. Fucking, what is it? Red Hot Chili Peppers. Remember them? Yeah, that's a little later on, I guess. But still, Red Hot Chili Peppers awesome. Yep, the Ramones. Yep. The Pixies. Y'all remember the band Anthrax in like the 80s? It like wasn't really. It was like popular back then. Then they fell off and everybody forgot about them. But Anthrax was a good band, I guess too. Where is my mind? Frickin' Alice Cooper. Frickin'. I'm surprised we didn't even say Thunder Kiss Rob Zombie, right? Frickin' Rob Zombie, man. Surprised we didn't because we went right through Godsmack and just skipped over that. Fucking. A lot of shit, man. There's some eras of music that are literally like timestamps in my memory and brain, like it's nostalgic. Yeah, I've heard some Deftones. They're pretty good. Yeah. There's this one band called Grim Salvo. I think it's pretty cool. It's like metal mixed with a bit of like rap, I guess, but it's not really rap. It's kind of like it's its own like genre. It's really cool. I like it. It's really aggressive, I guess. My day's going pretty good. Just living the dream. Hope it's not living me. But I do gotta close tomorrow. What is it like? What time is it? Like 4? Oh, it's only 4:13. Yeah, it's been about 13 minutes since I started the live. Maroon 5, heavy death metal. What? Maroon 5's good, I guess. Yeah, they're Baboon 5. Frickin', what was that band? It was. There was so many things happening in this era, like in between like those 3 decades of like 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Like, you know, frickin' Rammstein. Remember Rammstein? And then there's that fucking War concerts those were interesting. I used to go to Warp Tour a lot to see different bands and shit. And the reason is you. Yep, frickin'. You remember Goldfinger? Frickin' Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 or whatever, I think it was the song Superman. Well, here I am. Getting older all the time. Getting older all the time. Feeling younger in my mind. I'm trying to sleep. I lost count of sheep. I feel the world falling down around me, and I'm so confused about what to do. Sometimes I want to throw it all away. Yeah, fucking old games and stuff. Because I came from that era, I guess, so I did a lot of video gaming too. Hey, I'm glad y'all are good too. Y'all try to. I'm probably gonna head off and get some sleep after I get me some ramen in my stomach or pizza or something. I'll find something to eat. But I gotta eat something. Pinning ice with a person getting hit by a car. Dude, there's some weird fucking shit. I don't know if you ever noticed, like, on Slipknot music videos, none of them are coherent or make any fucking sense, like, to the words that are coming out, you know? Hey, cheers, all you guys. It's been wonderful talking to you all. I just need to, at some point get some rest and get some food in my stomach and turn off the light so I don't piss off my wife. So, you guys have a wonderful evening. It was great talking to you, and I hope to see you probably tomorrow after I get off work again. We'll probably go live again because I close all the days this week. So, y'all be good. Have a good night, y'all. Later.